Hello everyone, this is Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School and today we'll start exercise 3.1 of chapter 3 data handling of class 7th. See here in question number 1, find the range of the heights of any 10 students of your class. So what I have done, I have written randomly the height of any 10 students, fine, and I have written their names, then height in feet, and then I will check that what is the range of these heights. So see here what to do here. First of all, I have written here serial number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 till 10 because I want to write the height of any 10 students. Fine. So I have written the serial number, that is 1 to 10. Then the name of the students I have taken from my side and their height also. So let's Gunjan, his height is having 4.2 feet. Then Aditi 4.5, Priya 5, Radha 5.2, Sumit 5.3. Then Abhay 5.1, then Nidhi it is 5.1, then Mayank 4.7, then Rahul 4.9, then Ayush 4.5. Fine. I have written the height of any 10 students. Fine. Then what do I have to find out? I have to find out the range of the height. So what we'll do here? So what is the formula of range? The formula is the highest height minus the lowest height. Mean to say here that we will check that what is the highest height and it is whose. You can see here on observing this, we come to know that this is the highest value here and this is Sumit. So the highest height is here 5.3, right here 5.3. Then I want to know the lowest height. So on observing this again, I come to know that here this 4.2 feet height of Gunjan, this is the lowest height. So write it here only and then subtract both. So on subtracting 4.2 from 5.3, we got that 1.1 feet is the range of their height. So in this way you can simplify question number 1. So now before starting the question number 2, I want to discuss a few things again with you. That first one is arithmetic mean. See what is arithmetic mean here? It is one of the representative values of the data. It means to say here that when you are having any values, you are having data, then what you will do here, how to find out the mean? The formula is the sum of all the observation, means whatever the observations are given to you, maybe of 10 observations are there or 5 or 7, how many observations are there with you, you please add all the observations and then divide them with the total number of observation. Fine. So in this way you can find out the mean. In actual, what is the mean here? Mean is the value which will be in between, mean to say the largest and the greatest value. It will be with this means the mean value will be lying in between them. Fine. It will be the central value, average value we can say of any particular data. Fine. Then same here, next is median. Median is the value of middle item of the given data arranged in ascending or descending order. Mean to say here what is median here, that you are having some data they are given to you and what you will do, first of all you will arrange it. If it is not in ascending or descending order, you will arrange it first in ascending or descending order. See, I have given one example. I had written a few numbers here 2, 5, 3, 4, 1. Then what you will do, first of all I will arrange it. After arranging in ascending order, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have written all the numbers in ascending order. Then what will do, I will check which one term is lying in the middle. I will not check the greatest term, I will check the term which is lying at the center. You can at the center there is 3. So this is the median here. Fine. The same way I am going to move to the mode. What is mode here? Mode is the value of the item that occurs most frequently. Most frequently mean to say the term which is occurring again and again, which is repeating, or the highest time which one term is repeating, that is known as the mode. See example here. Example 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 1, 5. You can see here in this data 5 is repeating again and again 3 times. So you can see not any other number is repeating. So that means to say here 5 is the mode. Fine. So in this way you can find out the mean, median and mode of any sum in which it is required. Now let's move to the question number 2. See what they are asking here. Organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. Mean to say here, first of all these marks are given of assessment of any class and we have to represent in a tabular form. Then we have to give the answer of these questions. Fine. So let's start this sum. So first of all what we'll do, we will represent these marks in tabular form. So for that what we'll do here, you will check first that which one the least marks and what is the highest marks here. You can see here the highest marks is 1 here, then the highest marks is going up to 9. You can see here 4, 6, 7, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5. In this way these marks are repeating here and they are moving till 9. So what we will do here, write here heading as marks, then write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fine. Then start the tally marks. Tally marks means to say as the numbers are repeating or coming, we will write there 1 1. Put here 1 1 in front of that one particular mark. Fine. There is frequency. Frequency means what? That how many time that one number is occurring there. How many time that mark is occurring there, we write up to that much time here. Fine. So let's start it now. As I am having 1, I am just going to start from 1. As this one is small data, so I can take individually all the numbers here. Fine. So I am going to start from 1, as the 1 is only single time for right here 1, tally mark is 1. Then I am going to move to 2. You can see here 2 is here 1, then 2. Only 2 times 2 is there. So write here 2 bars and write here 2 in frequency, in counting. Then I am going to move to 3. Then check how many times 3 is there. It is only 1 3 and there is only 1 3 is there. So write here only 1 bar and then 1 here in frequency. Then I am going to move to 4 here. Then let's count how many time 4 is occurring here. 1, 2, then 3. Only 3 times. So put here 3 lines here, then 3 in counting. Then let's move to 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see how to write 5. The way to write 5, what we'll do, just draw 4 line first, then cross it. This is known as how to write 5 in tally marks. Fine. Then write here 5. Then same here, count 6, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 is again one more, 6 is there, so write here 4, draw here 4 lines, then write 4 here. Then 7, 1, 2, 7 is 2 times, then 8, how many time 8 is there? Single time, 1 time, so write here 1 and 1. Then how many time 9 is there? 9 is again 1 time, so write here 1 1. So what you will do? To check your answer is correct or not, what we'll do here, just count all these frequencies, and if the total of this is same as this number of marks here, that means your this one table is correct. So in this way you can represent all the marks in tabular form. Fine. So now we're going to move to the next. See what is asking question number 1. Which number is the highest? Highest means to say here, we'll check from this, we'll not check the frequency, that is the number of time. What we have to find out, which term is the highest. So check here, the highest score is 9 here. So answer is here 9. Fine. Then which number is the lowest? And the lowest marks, as you can see here, once is getting 1 mark even. So the lowest marks is 1 here. Then what is the range of the data? As you know that how to find the range, it means to say here what we'll do, from the highest marks we will subtract the lowest mark, then 9 minus 1, that is 8, and that is your answer, your range of this sum. Then fourth part, find the arithmetic mean. Now the mean, see the main point is here, find the arithmetic mean. As we have discussed earlier that arithmetic mean to say here the sum of all the observation divided by the total number of observations. So what we will do, we will add all the marks here, that 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6. In this way we will add all the numbers till 6 plus 7 will add, and they divide by the total numbers. How many terms are there? As the total number of terms are there 20. So write here 20, and on doing the total of this we got here 100. 100 upon 20, then we cancel it and we got here 5, and that is your arithmetic mean, your answer of this fourth part. So in this way you can simplify question number 2.